Hey guys, it's Mikexingchen. Water is all around us. We enjoy looking at it, we enjoy playing in it, and we really can't survive without it. But what if water is not how we typically see it as just a body of liquid? What if water is far from being inanimate? What if it's actually alive and responsive to our every thought and emotion? Japanese scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto undertook extensive research of water from around the world, not so much as a scientific researcher, but more from the perspective of an original thinker. He realized that it was in the frozen crystal form that water showed us its true nature. Dr. Emoto performed experiments where he would freeze distilled water and observe them under the microscope after exposing them to things like music, words, pictures, and thoughts. And the results were nothing short of remarkable. For example, here is a distilled water crystal that has not been exposed to any elements, and it looks like a plain hexagon. After Pastoral by Beethoven was played to the water, it formed a complex and delicate looking crystal like this. And for all you Beatle fans out there, here is a water crystal which looks like a flower after being exposed to John Lennon's Imagine. Also, here's what the water crystal looks like after being exposed to music from Bach and a Kawachi folk dance. Pretty gorgeous, right? But when the water is exposed to a heavy metal song, it didn't form crystals at all. It just looks coarse and dented like a rocky surface. The next one is really interesting. When water is exposed to Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel, the water crystals formed in the shape of this, what looks like a broken heart. After receiving some fascinating results from music, Dr. Emoto took the experiment to the next level by showing different written words to the water. Here's what the water crystal looks like after being shown the words thank you and love and appreciation, truth and eternal. All beautiful, especially the crystal formed from the word eternal. It looks like a crystal within a crystal. But when the words shown to the water were you make me sick, I will kill you, and Adolf Hitler, here's how the water crystals turned out. As you can see, the crystals formed from water exposed to positive words. It's far more symmetrical and aesthetically pleasing than that with dark negative phrases. Now, in case you were wondering, the water's reaction to words was not only limited to the English language. Dr. Emoto tried this experiment using different languages and the results were the same. Something else that was really interesting was that prayer also had an effect on water. Here's the picture of water crystals taken from the polluted Fujiwara Dam, and this is what the same water crystals look like after a Buddhist prayer. Dr. Emoto also wanted to see if pictures had any effect on water, and it did. Beautiful crystals were formed when photos of the sun, Niagara Falls, and dolphins were exposed to the water. And finally, the ultimate experiment. Can water sense our thoughts? Does human thoughts have the power to change water molecules? Dr. Emoto and his team focused positive thoughts on the water for weeks, and the water crystals turned out brilliantly. But when they focused ugly thoughts towards the water, it resulted in deformed crystals or no crystals at all. Now, as you may know, water makes up over 70% of the Earth's surface and from 50 to 70% of the human body. And if these experiments were accurate, then think about it. The water inside our bodies could possibly be affected as well by words, music, and even thoughts. For example, when you're at a dinner with your family, you feel loved. But say you're in New York City during rush hour, you may feel hate and resentment. That could be because at the most fundamental level, the water in your body is reacting to the emotional energy or thoughts around you. So basically, we have the power to transform ourselves with our thoughts. Better yet, we have the power to transform others and the whole world around us. So if you believe in the results of this experiment, then perhaps if we were all more positive to those around us, it could make the whole world better on a fundamental level. Guys, let me know your thoughts about this experiment in the comments below. Do you believe that water is alive? Do you believe our words or even thoughts can affect all the water around us, even those in our bodies? Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you later.